Hi there, everybody. Priestess Melissa, once again coming from Phoenix, Arizona. Hola, how are you, mi amigos, mi amigas? So good to see you today. Mwah. Blessings and lots of love to you. So, how are you doing? It is afternoon time. You're probably getting off of work like I am. I've had a pretty busy day. Last night I was actually called into work. I was on call, so I had to work till midnight. Now, what I plan on doing here on this channel, guys, and go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so that you'll get all of the notifications when I put up videos because I'm going to be putting those up daily at this point. So I'm going to be putting in extra time to make sure that I put up videos here as well as I already do on Facebook at Truth Queen Be Told. So I'll put that in the description. And if you'd like to follow me over there, of course, feel free to. You're going to get the longer readings here, but of course, you're welcome to see what we have going on over there as well. So, what I'm going to be doing here as we first navigate through all of this is I'm going to be doing collective readings, and I have a themed reading for each day. So, like today for Monday is Crystal Mandala Monday. So, Crystal Mandala Oracle cards we use these cards, either are associated with an ascended master, an angel, a goddess, something of that nature, as well as a crystal. So and a message, an affirmation. So you can use all of this. I see it as, kind of like the affirmation of the week, the crystal that you can work with, and the message, kind of what you need to look for as far as perhaps that learning aspect of your week. All right. So let's call in the energies and we'll get started with the reading, shall we? Thank you, Great One. I honor you as always. Bless this space. Bring through the messages through me. Allow me to speak the words, to bring comfort, to bring the refreshment that is needed right now. Allow this space to be blessed. Allow each one watching to be blessed. For the highest good of all, setting my ego to the outside, inviting the light of divine love, our ancestors, way showers, and guides to the inside of this space for their wisdom today. So it is. So it is. So it is. Beautiful. Awesome. It's always good to set some space like that every day. You'd be amazed at just like 5 or 10 minutes. 5 minutes is even really all you need if you're focused, if you really just let go of your mind and don't think about anything. And if you can just, allow your emotions to calm down as well. And just tell your body, just say, I command my body to relax. And you'll notice as you blow out, how much more your body will relax in each exhale, right? And you can imagine when you're breathing in, bringing all of that golden white divine light, and imagine it just like electricity moving throughout each cell in your body, just, almost like your electrical system or your nervous system, right? Just sending that energy throughout. All right, so let's see what is the energy, what is the message that we have today for the collective this week? What crystal, what goddess, what ascended master, and what affirmation, what message? Ooh, a few too many. We got like literally 6 cards there. So one card, Great One. Thank you for the messages. We truly appreciate them. But one card, Great Spirit. What will help us the most this week? Got a lot of crazy energy going on here. What's the deal? So I've got one card here. We have 4 that went over here. Should I keep this one? All right. Storm Wisdom, Angel, Raziel, and Pietrasite. So what I immediately see with this card, when I see Storm Wisdom, it's like you may be in the eye of a storm or going through something right now. And it could, you could have already been going through a lot of challenges with this particular situation. And I feel like you're gaining with it being storm wisdom, of course, you're gaining what you need, you're seeing what you need to see to be able to move through whatever this is for you. And just know that staying the course, three. So really, threes are all about, that connection with spirit and making sure that we have our balance of our masculine and feminine aspects, meaning that, we take that time to rest, rejuvenate, re-energize ourselves and build our energy stores back up. And then we move out and we take the action that we need to. We go, and also in that downtime or that uh, regenerative time, we're sitting in meditation and we're bringing our issues, to spirit and seeking that wisdom in that calm space. That is where the answers truly come in. So take the time to really breathe through. If you guys know how to do guided meditation, if you don't, put below. Maybe I can, put up a video and help educate you on how to do some simple breathing exercises that can help you to calm yourself down so you can get into this calm state. And in that calm state, then you have the ability to think straight, if you will, to think clearly, to see clearly, right? All right, through the storm. And look at this card. So it's all about that brown energy, right? Of kind of like you're down here on earth, you're fighting that battle with that red there. But what I also see, sorry about the light, guys, trying to get this to where you can see it. But there are purples also in this card. So sorry about that. We'll work on the lighting for sure. But there are purples in this card and things of that nature that are just so cool that hmm, we'll work on the lighting. But in any case, on the bottom, ooh, the inner queen. Wow. So by, we're like unearthing this divine aspect of ourselves. Ooh, and now you can see the card good there. So the purple aspect in the back, right? In the sun, the illumination that is happening, that is shining through. It's kind of like when you shine the light on the back of something, even like your hand or something. Have you ever done that before? And you can see all the veins and everything. This is shining through, who you truly are, allowing you to really see. Look at this. This is almost like blood vessels and stuff like that. This is ruby, right? Um, Goddess Persephone and ruby. Persephone is all about, if you know anything about, uh, the ancient stories and things of that nature, which we call, folk legend and lore and, those kinds of things. But these things really did happen, and these guys are archetypes, they're examples, if you will, which is the same thing of how we can approach situations in our life. Persephone, went down into the underworld, was alone, was kind of like in that vulnerable state because I believe she was a child at that time, or at least a teenager, if you will, a young adult kind of thing, or not even an adult, but adolescent perhaps. And so it was like having to go within, having to go down into the depths and unearth that inner queen, that beauty within us, right? And the way that we do that is by really seeing what it is that we need to get through whatever storm we've gotten ourselves into, because it's only us and the way that we're thinking and feeling, our emotions and our, the energy that is created from those is always going to attract either more good or more negative to us, or more challenges, kind of thing. Things that don't feel good to us when we experience them. So, you know what that is for you, and that's true for most people. You know what I mean? So, what do we need to know about this storm wisdom? What I like to do is read a little bit from the book because, again, it does give an affirmation for us that we can use moving forward in the week. So I'll give you a message behind this real quick, and then I will give you the affirmation, okay, guys? So again, Angel Raziel and Pietrasite. Storm wisdom. We bring you the gift of storm wisdom. There is the fierce cleansing nature of divine compassion made manifest in the world. Storm wisdom thrills the spirit, for it understands that so much benefit and liberation will come from this process. Yet the mind may quake at the prospect of such little control over how your life events are unfolding for a time. So this is that trusting in spirit and having to trust in how everything is unfolding, right? Because it may be different from what we're used to. What is happening during an experience of storm wisdom is that anything that has become stagnant or obstructing to your spiritual growth will be uprooted. You may find that the divine storm of transformation powering through your life creates a feeling of upheaval, creative chaos, uncertainty, and excitement. You may feel simultaneously liberated and exhilarated, whilst also wondering if everything is going to be okay. You must remember that you will only be asked to give up something in order to receive that which is far more beautiful and supportive of your sacred life journey. You must also remember that the cleansing power of the storm will revitalize you. Ooh, and I saw that rain, even like standing out in a thunderstorm, maybe not a thunderstorm, but pouring rain, right? And just that feeling of allowing it to just run all over you and down you. And it just feels like it's cleaning away, clearing away. And we can actually, like in our meditative state, we can imagine that, just that cleansing energy running through our body, running through our cells, cleansing every aspect of us, right? Wow, I love that. Bring you fresh energy and perspective to take forward into the journey and is a divine blessing which will only bring good into your life. So, all of these things that seem like tower moments and things of that nature, especially if you've been more focused on a higher journey or, just being more resolute and trying to do things in the way that, people have been teaching, especially like law of attraction, like, um, and it does take practice. We do have to work to ensure that when we get up in the mornings that we set our mind and our emotions in the right way, that we have those um, things that we can fall back on, those words that we can say, or those thoughts and feelings that really invoke the happiness within us. And then once we can tap into that energy, we can use that energy towards thinking about how we want our future to be, or even, just situations in our lives or manifesting things, because we need to be able to tap into that energy to do that effectively, right? And perhaps the way that we've been tapping into the energy has only been bringing storms into our life anyway. So by allowing this wisdom of why things have continued to be the way that they have been in your life to come in and illuminate things for you, it gives you that opportunity, to take a different path, try something new, right? What's the worst that could happen? You become everything that you ever wanted. You really, step into your queen power, or and even if you're a male, just into that power of royalty. You're not accepting any less in your life. But what is it? What are those lessons that we've needed to learn? Each one of us, it will be something different. Now, the number for this again is three. So we need to, again, balance the nurturing aspects, how we love ourselves and things of that nature, take care of ourselves, our bodies, our mind. So that's where we're putting in that time, right? To set our mind right, think those positive thoughts, feel positive feelings. And it takes that repetition, that ritual. And that's the way we should be feeling and thinking anyway about ourselves. So we're just getting back into the habits that we should be into in the first place, right? All right, so that wisdom again is going to bring up a lot of different things that are going to show you that people in your life, situations in your life haven't been the right thing for you. And until you make certain changes in things, or maybe think changes will be made for you, because that can happen sometimes too, then you can kind of choose how you want this to play out. Or you can keep going in cycles of experiencing these storms or these tower moments, right? All right, here's an affirmation you can say today for this card, guys, and say it 3 times to make sure that you really take in the energies of this today. I won't read it 3 times just because it's kind of long, but you can rewind this. I dwell in the peaceful center At the eye of the storm, as divine wisdom rushes through my life with fierce cleansing compassion, liberating me into my most loving, joyful life journey. So think about like if we can start looking at our lives in these situations, perhaps even like after we've went through a storm in our life, if we could imagine this cleansing rain energy just washing over us and washing away anything that has tried to harm or destroy us, you know what I mean? Then we have an opportunity to move into calmer waters. All right, so let's read around this storm wisdom today just to get a little bit more of an idea of what has been going on here. But this is just intuitively what I'm reading along with what the card, the information on the card uh, says in the book as well. So it gives you a little bit more information to consider and go along with the reading today. And then you can use it in your own personal way to see what that means for you. All right. Thank you, Great One, for bringing the messages today. Looks like overall we're ready to end any of those mental conflicts, sleepless nights, all of the um, all of the swords, that have caused us these, it's the wisdom essentially, again, that's coming through. We can use all of the difficulties that have happened in our lives to either propel us forward or to stay in that state of being upset and, not being able to progress and move forward in our lives. But you're ready to move past that, is what I feel with this energy being the bottom energy or the main, overall energy of the reading today. So that's very awesome. Wow. I'll tell you what I'm seeing here in just a second, guys. Wow. Very cool. All right. Here we go. So this is what I'm seeing overall. There have been a lot of choices in the past, we're looking over is what I see with this card, like all the choices that we've made and partners and, situations in our lives and things of that nature. Uh, and maybe we're still not fully getting the complete perspective of what that is, right? Because here it talks about, the hanged man being in the reverse. That is when we're still not quite fully seeing, and maybe there are certain aspects of things that have been hidden from you in relation to these things. If you think about it, do any of us really know the complete story about things? Sometimes it is really a mystery the way things occur in life. Now, in the headspace here, not feeling, balanced overall, and just it feels like the groundedness of your life. Just pentacles relate to your stability and things of that nature. Not feeling like you really have a lot to give, even when it comes to other people. There's a lot of balancing going on right now, rebalancing, because it feels like that, there was a judgment call made, perhaps on a relationship in the past, since this does have to do with the cups. I feel like, it's really important for us that we don't want to make those bad choices, but at the same time, the storm wisdom is saying you're going to have to look at what are the things that you've wished for. And this genie here, you have to be careful what you wish for, right? You have to be specific, guys. You have to know exactly what it is that you want when you're speaking to the universe, God, or whatever you want to call it. That power that you draw upon that brings all of those things into your life. What we're looking to do is to do that healing, which I love to see this card. Spirit is offering you an opportunity if you would take the time to reconnect with Spirit in the way that you were meant to, meaning that you become more like Spirit. You become more of that love for yourself so that you fulfill your own wishes and you don't have to worry about anybody else's deceptions except the ones that you might cause upon yourself. And if you bring deception upon yourself, well, then there's no one else to blame but you, right? All right, but the healing card of the star only comes after you've been through a really tough time, guys. So this is awesome to see. You really do have an opportunity with this in the future position, and with it being a major arcana, this is spirit offering you that opportunity in a powerful way to empower you as you're looking at where you're investing and starting to move forward into reaping more benefits from that harvest that you've put into motion, right? Because you're going to be empowering those seeds with even more energy. When you tap into divine energy in positive ways and you have positive thoughts and feelings about yourself and towards aspects of your life, then everything starts to work out in the right way. Now, right now, in the outside position and the way you're looking at outside people, it may not be the time to get into a relationship with anyone. It really feels like this is a time, again, with this healing card out here for the near future, that we need to really focus on what is going to help us to be stable and on the most mundane and basic levels first. Because look, what could be coming into the future. Now, this is your hopes, wishes, and fears, is being able to really uh, step up to that level, if you will, be able to have all of that abundance. This is the King of Pentacles. He, uh, just like the Knight of Pentacles before him, all about making those plans, about staying the course and sticking to a plan and things of that nature. What we're looking at in the near future, Knight of Cups in reverse. We're not accepting any more of that flighty in and out energy, whether it's from ourselves or from somebody else who may try to come into our lives, romantic partner or otherwise, anybody trying to play with our heart, because cups is all about that heart energy, right? So again, we're taking all of those swords, all of that experience, everything that we've learned from all of the defeats and all of the letdowns and even all of the really challenging and gut wrenching hurts is what I was feeling. Because look at this, look how she's crying. How many of us have been sitting up in bed at night and crying over some person or something that didn't work out or a job that was lost? And Spirit assures us that if we can take all of this wisdom and use it to our advantage in positive ways and have faith that God will definitely come to your aid and support you, then He will eat away all that the locust, He will replenish, excuse me, all that the locusts have eaten, all that, anyone has tried to destroy in your life, or even just that hasn't worked out. Because for one, if things aren't working out, it's typically a sign that you're not going in the right direction and you do need to reconsider a different way. So, getting in touch with yourself, really doing this healing work is going to take away all of this deceptive uh, energy, if you will, or being concerned about people perhaps deceiving you and maybe not being able to see that really you are in control of, the type of people that come into your life and how they treat you. And when you do that healing work, you absolutely will know what to accept and what not to, and more importantly, what not to. All right. So thank you so much for joining me here once again today. And thank you for reaching out. If you'd love to have a personal reading, I will leave my information below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you would like to know when all the videos come out, because I do a different reading every day. So tomorrow we're going to do Totem Animal Tuesday. So we're going to use animal message cards, which give us a really cool message to look forward to as well. So check in with me tomorrow, and I will see you then. Blessings and have a good evening. Bye bye.